Introducing the all-new...
Hi, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. Me and Car Geeks. So last night I saw a commercial for the 2022 Toyota Tundra. Now I was really surprised to see an official ad for the new Tundra because they've been teasing us with this Tundra for months. So I was surprised to see that there was an official ad, and I was also surprised to see that all these renderings that they've been teasing us with, the truck looks exactly like the renderings. So for 2022, the new Tundra has been completely redesigned, and to me, it looks amazing. It looks awesome. It's very different, I'll say that, but it looks amazing. So the commercial caught my attention because it was, first of all, I was doing a football game. So I wasn't really paying attention to commercials. You know, commercials are short during football games. But this commercial caught my attention when I saw a 4Runner in the desert with kangaroos running behind. I was like, whoa, what commercial is this? So shout out to Toyota's marketing team because the commercial was actually pretty spot on, and it definitely caught my attention. They had an old 4Runner from like the 80s. They displayed their Baja racing trucks. They showed one jumping in a sand dune, you know, stuff like that. It caught my attention. And it showed Toyota's history when it comes to trucks, when it comes to SUVs, when it comes to off-roading. The commercial ended with the pretty much unveiling of the 2022 Toyota Tundra. It was a TRD Pro, and it was riding through the sand. It was dust flying in the air. It was real dramatic, right? The song playing in the background was Nina Simone's Feeling Good. Now, the words of the song say, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, and I'm feeling good, which is Toyota's way of saying that it's a new dawn, it's a new day, we have something new for you guys, and we feel good about it. Classic song, classic commercial. It's pretty much a classic song. You can't go wrong with that song. If you're unveiling something new to the public, you can't go wrong with that song. So shout out to the marketing team, it's pretty good. So let's start off with the looks of the truck. Like I said, it's been completely redesigned. The things that caught my attention. So the front grille. The front grille is massive, right? It has the big Toyota in the front, or the Toyota symbol in the middle. And what I like about it is that it's all blacked out and it continues all the way down to the bottom of the truck. You know, a lot of times you have a main grille and you have a lower grille. Toyota didn't do that. They took one big grille and continued all the way down to the bottom. So at the top of the grille has the marker lights. I don't know who started the marker lights. I think it was Ford with their Raptor. They have 3 marker lights in the front. The TRD Pro also has 3 lights in the front. And it's, speaking of marker lights, they also have, if you look at the tailgate, they had 3 marker lights on the tailgate in red, which was also a nice touch because nobody else has done that yet. So back to the front grille. First of all, I noticed that it has LED lighting, and the TRD Pro has a light bar, which is pretty cool. It has an LED light bar, and Toyota pretty much thought about what do people do when they buy trucks? What are the customization things that people do when they buy trucks? One of those things is the light bar. A lot of people buy light bars and put them in the grill. Toyota said, hey, we'll offer that to you right from the factory, which is awesome. I also noticed that the fog lights are in the grill. They're integrated in the grill instead of being like on the side bumpers where they are on most trucks. They're actually in the grill. They're small and they look mean coming down the street. If you have your headlights on LEDs, you have your light bar on LEDs, and you have these fog lights on also LEDs. It looks amazing. And then you got your 3 marker lights at the top. So that's, and then to add to that, you also have your fender flares on the side with marker lights on them. And speaking of those fog lights, if you look at the back of the truck where normally you'd have your tail lights and you'd have your reverse lights in your tail lights, Toyota didn't do that. They put the reverse lights at the bottom in the bumper, which is actually kind of cool. And I'm guessing that maybe you'll see a little better. It's a little lower to the ground than it would normally be. So maybe it helps see a little better when you're in reverse. Now let's talk about the powertrain. The standard engine on the new 2022 Tundra, it will be the iForce 3.5 liter twin turbo V6. Right, that's the standard engine rated at 389 horsepower with a 10-speed transmission. The other option is the iForce Max hybrid engine, which has 437 horsepower. Now, I'm surprised they only offered 2 engine choices, right? And to a lot of people's frustration, there's no V8. Now, we all understand where the market is going. A lot of car manufacturers are getting away from big engines, especially the V8 is slowly going away. A lot of companies are offering V6s, but in twin turbo V6s. Now, a lot of them offer a lot of horsepower, but a lot of people miss that V8, the big growl, the big sound of a V8, the power of a V8. And unfortunately, that's going away, and there's nothing we can do about it, pretty much. Now, however, the hybrid engine does have 437 horsepower, which is pretty good. I mean, I think that's pretty good, especially for a hybrid engine. One of the things that they changed for 2022 model is the suspension. So a lot of people have had issues with Toyota Tundras and their rear suspension. So what they're offering now is a coil spring suspension in the rear to give you a better ride quality. What one of the engineers was saying was that he wanted his truck to ride like a big sedan, right? He wanted a smooth ride. He didn't want you to feel like you were riding in a truck. He wanted it to feel smoother, as if you were in a big luxury sedan. So the 2022 Tundra will also have the optional air ride suspension in the back. Right, they were saying that it would give you the option to raise the vehicle or lower it whenever you need to. Like say, for example, your everyday commute, you have it at factory ride height. You're doing off-road, you raise it so that you could clear off-road trails a little better. When you're towing, you lower it or raise it depending on what you're towing, depending on the weight of it. So that's pretty awesome because a lot of people add that after the fact. It's another thing that Toyota thought of is say, hey, instead of you adding this to your truck later on, we'll offer it from the factory. So the tow rating for the new Tundra is an impressive 12,000 pounds, max tow. All right, now let's talk about the interior. Now, the interior that I saw was on the commercial. It showed the red Toyota Tundra, which, by the way, I'm not really a fan of red cars, but this one, I like this one. I like this one. I like the red. The red looks amazing. The one that they had on the commercial looks amazing. It was the TRD Pro. So the interior of the TRD Pro had a black and red theme going on. Now the seats were red, but it had like a weird black camouflage design behind the red of the seats. It's not something I would have ever chosen, but when I saw it, I was sold. I was like, I would buy this truck in red with the red interior. I mean, it just looked amazing. Even the dashboard, the dash was black. There was a two-tone black and then red insert in the middle that continued all the way around. Even the word Toyota on the dash was black and it had like a red backing to it, which, I mean, it looked amazing, y'all. And the red, I looked it up, it was called Cockpit Red, right? It was in the TRD Pro. One of the other things that I noticed was that it had wireless charging. It was built into the console. It had wireless charging already built in, which is amazing. And it was an iPhone that had it on the commercial. Good for me. One of the other things that I thought was cool was that the rear window, it showed whether an entire rear window goes down, which I've always thought, why don't trucks do that in the first place? I've seen sliding windows, but I've never seen a window that was automatic and you could lower the entire window, which is pretty cool. And in the commercial, they showed somebody with a dog, and the dog just hang out the back window, which is probably what a lot of people use it for anyway. Another thing I noticed was cameras. There are cameras all over this truck, right? Now, as technology has grown, the automotive industry has grown with it, and they've included cameras everywhere. There's reverse cameras everywhere. So this truck has reverse cameras, of course. It has a camera in the front grille. It has cameras in both it has cameras in both side view mirrors. It has cameras in the tailgate. It has cameras at the top of the cab where your third brake light is. It has cameras there. And you can have like 4 different cameras on at a time. So say you're off-roading and you want to make sure you can clear something on the left, you can put that camera on. You want to clear what's in the back, you can put that camera on. And that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Technology is growing, and it's good to see that the automotive industry is growing with it. One of the other cool things I noticed in one of the videos was that there's a button. So how you open your tailgate, there's a latch where you open your tailgate that's on the back of the tailgate. One of the videos I saw had a button on the left side of the truck where the taillight is. It was a button, and you can hit the button, and the tailgate opens, which I thought was kind of cool. And it also had tailgate assist so that the tailgate doesn't slam down, seeing that comes standard as well. So one of the weird things that I did see that was kind of weird was that I noticed the bumpers are a little tucked in. Like if you look at most trucks, the rear bumper extends off from the truck, and a lot of us use that to step on. You step on that to get into your tailgate. Well, if you look at this picture, it shows the rear of a TRD Pro, And if you open your tailgate, there's nowhere for you to step, right? So you have to kind of just jump in or climb in. And I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but I did notice that. Now, there hasn't been an actual official release date for the 2022 Tundra. However, it is September. It is late September of 2021 right now. So I would assume it have to be released sometime soon. Most 2022 models come out around this time of year, September, October. So it should be, you would expect a release date to be at least be announced soon. It hasn't even been an official release on how much it's going to cost. I did try to look it up, and Kelley Blue Book has, they expect the 2022 Tundra to start at $35,000. That doesn't sound too likely to me because, I mean, if you look at some of the other releases, Fords, Dodge, even Chevys, their starting prices are in the mid-50s. So for a $35,000 truck, I highly doubt that. Now, Toyota typically comes in a little lower than some of the American brands anyway. So I still don't think it's likely. I mean, even if it is, it's going to be a base model. But they also have on their website that the four-wheel drive will be closer to $40,000, which I also think is pretty unlikely. I would expect at least about $50,000 for a new Tundra, my personal opinion. But yeah, there hasn't been an official release of price or date. We're all awaiting that. We all like to know. So what do you think about the new Tundra? Would you buy one? Does it at least pique your interest at all? Do you like the redesign? What do you think? What do you think? Somebody put in the comments, let me know. What do you think about the new 2022 Tundra? Me personally, I like it. Especially the TRD Pro, I like it a lot. Especially the red one in the commercial. I would get that one. I like that one, I would get that one. It has a lot of features that a lot of other trucks don't have. You know, and a lot of them are minor features, but they are features that other trucks don't have. So, I mean, I would be open to it. I put it that way. I'm typically a Ford guy, but I would be open to it. But thank you for watching another video on the Me and Car Keys channel. For more content like this, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit a like, share it if you will, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.